want to share with you the walking gait analysis from RunDNA and just how this can really help you identify what's most important when somebody's walking and how to make a big impact. What you'll notice with this first, it's a pretty similar standard marker setup to what we do normally, completely portable, can be used on any treadmill, only takes about 10 seconds to get walking data. On the right side of the screen, after we looked at the video here, what we can see is there's a score that tells the runner exactly how close they are to normal walking. 1.21 is considered normal. And we say that this person's pretty actually good. They're having some left foot pain that is impacting them pretty substantially from a pain standpoint. And we wanted to see how much walking form was part of that. So we see overall good walking mechanics with 1.83, but there's primary and secondary factors which tell us what are the things that are most uh, different from normal walking patterns here. And if we look at that, it says the pelvic drop at mid stance and the left hip rotation during stance. So it's left sided. So we're seeing that that kind of matches up. And over here, it also gives you an idea of just generally throughout the body. We're seeing that the hips are in that good fair category and the ankle is in that good fair. So otherwise pretty good on both sides. But what we can do is get some additional information. We're looking at general parameters if we want to see their cadence, double M support, step width, step length. All of those different things are available there. But we can go down further and try to identify what's really going on here. And I'll just highlight that we see because we saw that the ankle was good fair, we're going to look at ankle flexion at terminal stance and see that there's a 6-degree difference side to side here. And we're also seeing some changes in the hip and the pelvic position at terminal stance. And that's where he was feeling his pain. So we really focused on that. And what we had him do is had him do a cue where he kind of walked tall was what we wanted him to do here and get that up. And that was really pretty helpful, he said, at reducing the pain. Now, the interesting thing is that his score went up, meaning he was farther away from normal walking. And now we notice that his trunk mechanics were pretty significantly off. So what that did is really help us refine our cue and say, good job, but you're really stiff when you're doing that. So we saw that ankle dorsiflexion at terminal stance went from 11 to 6, so it's improved, still a 5 to 5 degree difference side to side. But we said, let's refine the cue a little bit more because that score went up. And it's not always bad that it went up a little bit, but we said, why don't you keep tall, but relax your arms a little bit, let your arms swing a little bit more. And now what we were able to see is that when he did this in this position, that his score went down even below his baseline, and he's even closer to normal walking, and he's at 1.55. Left pelvic drop at mid stance, still the main thing that we're seeing there. But again, he's at 7 degrees of dorsiflexion, and it's only a 5-degree difference side to side. So we're seeing some improvement with this, and he definitely noticed reduced pain. So this is how you can use the score as well as just some of the reporting and metrics to really help you find what the right way to assess and address some of their walking mechanics are in a really quick, efficient session. This was less than 10 minutes to set them up, get them going, pick some cues, try some things out, and then start to think about what our plan of care is both in and out of our session there. So a really great way to highlight just how useful it is to have that walking gait score with your 3D motion analysis.